to Road to 1000 Day 2. So, last time I ended off at 861, I accidentally played a game, so I had to play a bunch more games, and then stop playing a bunch more games, so that I could, continue the series. So what I'm gonna do is just play some games and talking about them. So D4, I have a video on D4 in the description. It's not really a video about D4, but it's an interesting video. You should watch it. Okay, so he is playing the Old Indian Defense. So what you want to do against this opening is I have no idea. So I'm just gonna develop my knight. And hopefully plays g6 and bishop to g7 so that we can transpose it to a King's Indian Defense, which I do know. Also, don't learn the King's Indian Defense if you're at my level. Just don't. I don't know why I know it. So he is going h6 probably because he wants to kick my bishop away. That's what most people do at this level. I'm just gonna not worry about it and go e3 to develop my bishop. Called it. I'm gonna go back and he's gonna try to trap my bishop. Watch. No, okay, he's just like that. I'm just gonna develop my bishop to d3 and we'll see what he does. Probably trade. I'm probably gonna pre-move this. Okay, we're waiting on him to make his move. What do you think? What do you think he's thinking right now? He's probably thinking. I don't know what he's thinking. He's just taking a while. So I'll tell you mine. My plan is not actually okay. He just did it, and will I go f3 or will I go h3? No, I won't go h3. Will I go f3 or will I go knight to f3? Now f3 slightly weakens my king's side, but it doesn't really matter much at this level, so I'm just gonna go f3. Although you should still be aware of weakening your king's side. I mean, don't worry about your king's side. It means it's not as important as it is in like high level chess. So we'll wait and see what he does. Because now that we haven't played f3, we can now play e4, which is good for us. And now we can either close the position or open the position. Now, if we close the position, this guy's weakened king side won't really matter. So I think I'm gonna keep the position open. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to go. I might want to go e5 here because that would kick the knight away. I would have to go back because there's no other places for it to go since I played f3. So I'm just gonna go e5. See what he does. Okay, that was actually probably the best move. Now, I have a plan here. Just kidding. I don't. I'm just playing. So I'm gonna go queen e2 just to defend my pawn. It's pretty much the only way to defend my pawn. Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to do so. I actually kind of regret playing e5 because now this pawn's kind of a liability and I'm going to be unable to develop my knight. But I also kind of want to castle king side instead of queen side. So it's not very good, but we'll find a way. Like maybe we can go queen e4, which means that which makes it so that if he castles king side, we mate him. And he dies. Okay. So we'll see what he does. If he castles king side, I go queen e4. If not, I'm probably still gonna go queen e4. Now if he if he was there, then I might want to still go queen e4, because now if he takes, he can't castle. So I'm just gonna let him take it and hope that he castles. Okay, that is such a weird move, man. So that is kind of problematic for me. If I go queen e3, then he's just gonna trade bishops and take my pawn. But I don't mind that because I'm losing a pawn anyway. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is take this, and then so I'm gonna trade these pieces, and now he has a really, really weak king side. So I'm gonna find a way to target that king side, probably by trading and then going queen e4 yet again. Yeah. So he's taking a while. What are his plans? He wants the castle, I'm guessing. If not, I don't know why he doesn't want a castle. Maybe he's just thinking for a while. Maybe he just doesn't know if to take with the knight or the pawn. Okay, he decided to take with the pawn. I don't know. I think taking with the knight was actually better. So I'm just gonna take this and go queen e4. Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, that was a knight, not a pawn. Just making sure. He takes. I will now go queen to e4. Just kidding, there's a better move for me. I'll give you 2 seconds to see it. 1, 2. Okay. Hopefully you saw that. So he's probably gonna take my knight, and I'm gonna take back. And then I'm just gonna develop my knight and castle into safety, unlike him. So I think I'm kind of winning in this position. Okay, he decided to try castling. Now, there's no immediate way that I can punish him for that. So I think I'm just gonna go knight e2 and castle myself. But once I do have a way to punish it, I am definitely going to punish it. So he goes g4. That is a weird move here. I'm guessing he's just trying to find a way to make it so that he castled for a good reason. I don't think that's not very probable though. So what I'm gonna do is go queen e3 yet again and maneuver my queen so that's defending this pawn so that I don't have to take it with my g pawn, and so that's also attacking this pawn, which is really important for his remaining king safety. So what's he doing? He will go there, and this is a free pawn, however, it will make me unable to castle, so I think I'm just going to castle instead of that. So he could go queen to d6 and threaten my pawn. But I will just go pawn to g3 and not really worry about it that much. Okay, he decided to take. Now what I'm going to do is take his pawn, and we're going to trade. If he wants. If not, I'm probably not going to trade. But I have to recapture, so I'm just going to recapture like that. And then I'm going to move my king to h1 so that it has better safety. And probably make left with g3. So yeah. I'm probably going to go rook to f1 and try to make it so that he is like not very happy about his castling decision, because that is a really like bad time to castle. Like he has no safety. Yeah, okay, he traded. That check, I can just move my king, and I'll be fine. Rook to f8. This move attempts to do stuff. I'm going to go here to check him and put his king in some pretty big danger. Um, after that, I'm probably gonna do something like maneuvering my knight to try getting him to lose. First, I need to defend this pawn. I could go b3. That would create a pawn chain and be pretty good. So I think I'm just gonna go b3. Pretty straightforward. We just trade. We're just waiting on his move. The thing is that if I lose this game, if I draw this or lose this, I actually lose elo. So it's pretty high stakes for me. He's trying really hard. Jeez. So what I'm gonna do is try to find a way to like get his bishop off of that square. I really don't like the square that his bishop's on. So, but first I need to improve the position of my rook. So I'm just gonna go here. Pretty simple. Okay. He wants to trade. If I move my queen so that it doesn't defend the rook anymore, he's just gonna take that, and I'm gonna take. Oh wait, yeah, I can just move my queen. Boom. He's probably just gonna take that. Oh, but now I take that, and now he mate. No, he doesn't mate me because of my knight and my king that are defending that square. Um. So yeah, I'm pretty good. Nothing bad's happening. Yeah. Okay. So now his king is actually in more danger than my king because I have a queen that's actually on a file and good, and his king is not that impressive. Or his queen, sorry. His king's also not very impressive. So I'm gonna take that pawn. After all, it is free. And then he's gonna do a move. So basically there's this, and there's also doing that. There wasn't actually really doing that. So there's not actually a really good way to check him in this position. So I kind of need to find a way to get my pieces to attack. So knight g3 may look like it puts my king safety in danger, but it actually puts his king safety in danger. He, I'm guessing, is trying to exploit that. But now this is actually blocked, so I don't really need to worry about it at all. His move is, I'm guessing, intending to go here. But if I just don't move my knight, then that's an impossibility. So I think I'm going to move my other knight to try to get more pieces on the attack and hopefully go knight d5. Okay. Queen to e6. He is trying to back rank checkmate. So what I can do to defend it is move a pawn. Whoa. Okay. So he checked me. I don't really see the point. If he just goes there, then I take his knight with my queen instead of my pawn. Oh, he took my knight. Okay. Well, I'm gonna check him like this, first of all. And then he's gonna hopefully move his king because he doesn't see that I'll go under my knight. Right? Okay. So I'm gonna go h4, hoping that he does not see. I'm just confused. How did this happen? No. How does his king so well defend? What the heck? I'm gonna go here. I don't really know what to do. Check. Okay, I'll move. But there's no mate. No. Okay. Yeah. So. Okay, hit queen there. What's that threatening? That is not threatening. That is literally not threatening anything at all. Except for my pawn. So I should probably move for that. Oh, that is threatening something. Interesting. Okay. Let's review that game. I didn't like what happened? Actually what happened? That was like 76, 1,300. Whoa. Okay. I guess we'll play another game. That took half my time. I think I'm gonna only have time for another game. I try to make my videos under half an hour long. So d4, c5, this is actually a gambit, so I'm gonna just push my pawn. It's called the Old Benoni defense, but in reality you shouldn't take this pawn. Instead you should push your pawn and hope to transpose into a regular Benoni defense. So it looks like he knows what he's doing, so I'm just gonna go here. And we have transposed into a modern Benoni defense. Nice. Does he know this opening? I would guess not. Actually, this isn't really quite yet a modern Benoni defense, but close. If he trades, which he does, of course he does. What is this guy doing? Is this guy a sandbagger? Perhaps. Is this just know the modern Benoni? Probably not. I'm gonna go e4. Okay, knight b to d7. I don't think that's an actual. Maybe he just studied. Maybe just like watched the modern Benoni video on chess.com. Rare. Very unlikely, actually. I should probably rematch this guy if I have time and see if after he plays the modern Benoni, I'm going to play against him with e4, and if he doesn't play the Alkine's defense, who knows? Or I could just look at his profile. I mean, that's always another option. So I'm gonna go bishop c4 because I just want to develop my pieces at this point of the game. It's not very complicated. So I'm just gonna try to castle, and what is he threatening? He's threatening my bishop, so I take, and he takes back with his queen. And now I'm just gonna castle, and things will be very straightforward. So, what's gonna go on? Oh, that's yucky. Okay. Good job. You forked me. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I misclicked, but it doesn't really matter because he still can't really move his knight away. He can do that, but now. Okay, I keep misclicking. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. No. No, I can't take this. I can't take this. No. No. Just no. No. How did I misclick 2 times in a row when it really? That is really terrible. Okay, we can see if this guy's no sandbag. If so, we can report him and gain 8 from it. So this guy looks like he's just gaining a bunch of stuff. Let me pull up the opening explorer. And we're gonna put him in and see if he often does the Alpine defense. If so, that explains it. If not, that is just so weird. Okay. So his name is Sebi0012. So other players, Sebi00. And we want to see it as black. So, e4. He often plays d5. He sometimes plays knight c6. That's kind of strange. Sometimes he plays knight f6. Okay. Okay, that's really weird. I think this guy just might be cheating, but only for the opening or something. Does he like use the Chess Opening Explorer when he plays? What's going on? Why is this guy? Oh, is it? Yeah, it's loading the games. Knight f6 is only played 38 times. So that's real weird. I don't know if there's like a name for that kind of cheating. But hey, at least I'm gonna get into video because of the video that is in the description right now.